so I made it on our field. I'm going to do a couple of things that we went through yesterday. I know there's only 2 videos posted to YouTube yesterday and Google Classroom, but on Google Classroom I did post to make sure that you were doing pull left, pull right, and pull back. So I'm going to go through the 3 of those as well as the stationary pull one more time, just so that you guys are making sure that you're doing them correctly, okay? I have the phone turned the other direction, so now I can at least see that you can see me, which is always a plus. And let's get rolling. So we're going to go over the stationary pull. I want you to pay attention to the shift in weight, okay, and how we're moving the stick, okay? Remember that right hand is just for stabilization. It is not for turning the stick, okay? Okay, so we're starting with the ball in front of our right foot, okay? Here we go. All right, and as I mentioned in the Speed Skater, a good way to know that you're transferring your weight is to pick your foot up. Okay, that way you know that all your weight is to one side. You want to make sure that your weight is behind the ball. Notice how my feet do not stay stationary. They follow the ball, okay? So your feet are following the ball even on the stationary pull, okay? So make sure that your feet are moving. You're not just standing in a big long lunge going from one side to the other, okay? You're moving here, you're moving here, you're moving here, you're moving here, okay? Your feet are always moving. Keep those feet moving. Less foot calls this year, ladies. Okay, next one is the moving pull right. So remember, we want to track on an angle to our left, sell that we're going to our left, and then pull the ball right. And then we cut them off by going back to our left, okay? Do it one more time. Now we're going to do the pull left, okay? Common mistake I see with the pull left. I didn't get this one on video yesterday. The kids were absolutely bonkers. Common mistake with the pull left is that we do a tap, tap, right in the same place, okay? Remember, you're dodging to get away from somebody or to change direction. So if I pull left and then I immediately pull it back to my right, I haven't gone anywhere, all right? You're making the defender have a very, very easy job, okay? Remember, you have the ball. You're controlling what happens, okay? Keep the defender on their toes, keep them uneasy and unsure of where you're going with the ball. And just for clarification, a defender is just another word for opponent. It doesn't mean they play defense, because remember, when you're on offense and you lose the ball in the circle, you're now on defense trying to get the ball back, okay? So keep that in mind. That's a mentality shift I think we need to all start having. Now with our pull left, we want to track right. Tracking right, same thing, left. It's okay to catch reverse, okay? It's okay to catch reverse, but I don't want you to pull it right back to the right. I want you to catch it and get your feet around, okay? I'm not sure if you could see that. Maybe I'll move the cones back a little. Okay, here we go again. Track right, pull left, track right again. Okay? So you should be pulling left and catching, not pulling left and pulling right. I hope you can see the difference, okay? Because here is what I see from some of you. You see the difference? Okay, it's not a very strong motion, okay? start with the strong stick again. Okay. The last one I wanted to do yesterday was a pull back. I'm gonna keep this tight right now. So when you pull back, keep in mind, there is still a weight shift, okay? You're going to be dribbling the ball up. It gets even or slightly ahead of your left foot. You pull the ball back to your right foot, okay? You guys see how far the ball went? Okay? I'm gonna be honest here, and over the last few seasons, I've seen a pull back turn into this. And you don't even have to shift your weight, okay? Get the ball up even with your left foot or ahead of your left foot. Pull it back to your right foot. And that way, because the ball's on your right foot, you now have an easier decision to make. Do I go here? Do I spin and go there? Okay, so it all determines where you're going as long as you do it correctly. If you don't pull the ball back, again, you haven't moved the ball, you haven't made the defender make a decision, okay? So when you set up your pull back, I want your cones to be at least a stick length because we're focusing on making those pulls at least a stick length, okay? And I want you to make them slightly angled, okay? So you're pulling the ball back and slightly out towards your right, okay? So it's kind of like, so instead of it being a straight line like this, if you're looking at it from above, it would kind of be out like this, okay? So don't put cone, cone, kind of put cone, cone. I hope that makes sense. If you need me to, I'll draw it on a piece of paper and I'll put it on the screen. Okay, so notice yellow cone, orange cone. They're not in the same line. So I dribble up to the top cone, pull back, go around. Okay? So that is your pull back. All right? Pull back and go. All right? 10 times through on each of those. Yes, again today. Okay, that was just your review. Next thing we're doing is the pull left, pull right in straight path. Okay, so I'm going to take some time, set up the drill, and I'll be right back.